Kronos.
What's up, dude?
How goes?
Oh, not too bad.
You
Ready
know what it is,
Ready for Friday.
right? I think I'm gonna be a piece of fucking garbage and call in tomorrow.
Nice.
Piece of shit.
Nice. I copied that and sent it to Birdsall.
Excellent. Ding 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 ding. I should just typed out the results.
I got it all written down.
Nice. You're so damn organized.
Yeah, it's part of my job. I get used to being organized. Type. Click.
Oh, I had smoked like 45 minutes ago and I still feel just lodged.
See, that's the thing. Like, I get that Sean has the oil, but it's like I don't know. I feel like oil is to flowers what MP3s are to vinyl. Just lose something in the, you lose something in the transition.
Yeah, it loses the purity.
Yeah,
the simple joy of it.
Yeah.
You start extracting stuff using special tubes.
It's nice. Like last year I was buying from this like super sketchy dude, and it was always scary all the time. Just like like go around and like, oh, go pick up my 5-year-old kid and drive him around with us. I'm just like, oh, what the fuck is going on, man? Like,
yeah, fuck kids.
I've been into some shit like that where there's children around your drug use.
See,
it's weird.
Yeah, Sean, we're discussing the joys of having to buy weed when, you can't just go into a place.
Yeah, I started when it was legal here, so I haven't had to go through that trouble.
Yeah. Daddy had to get in the car with dangerous people.
Oh boy.
That was a weird thing to come in on.
That's what she said.
It's all coming together. All right, so I was saying I sent the link to Birdsall, so I'm assuming he'll be popping in here before too long.
Excellent.
Sweet.
So yeah, we can still try.
Yeah,
we can still try. That was my transition into my thought.
That was amazing. I loved it.
It's Michael Birdsall.
Oh, there he is.
What's up, dude?
He's got a video, so we're gonna look at it the whole time.
Oh,
sweet.
Yeah, we just get little pictures.
Oh shit!
I don't even have a picture.
Should I turn the video off? All right, cool.
Nah, it's not. I usually get it off the screen anyway, so I don't see my picture pop up every time I talk.
Oh god, this is embarrassing. Oh no.
It's really embarrassing. I had to turn mine off.
Super sexy.
Awesome.
Especially since it pops up on the screen based on who's talking. So it's like you just pop up really quickly. And then somebody pops up.
So I just pop up like this? Exactly. Wonderful.
What's up, man? Welcome.
Not much. Hey, thanks for having me, guys. I'm really glad to be here. This is awesome.
Yeah,
thanks for joining,
we didn't
dude.
start yet, but I just realized that sounded like the beginning. We're all a little medicated. I think I'm medicated. Are you other dudes medicated?
Oh, of course.
So, okay, good.
Yeah, I had to go get a drink. So
I'm just gonna hold on for this one then.
Yeah.
I'm a good Christian boy. I don't medicate myself. Thank you very much.
Oh! I can't tell if that's facetious or not, but
that's a lie. It's a filthy lie.
Okay. I was worried a little bit. It felt a little awkward.
Like Roman asking Vince why Brock's his boy. That's a filthy lie.
All right. So, have you ever podcasted at that? Have you ever podcasted remotely before?
No, actually, I haven't. This is the first time I've ever done any audio recording.
Okay, okay. Well, then, yeah, we won't worry about this then. There's a way you can record your audio locally, like through Audacity or something, and then send it. And then I, do my best to not shoot myself through the top of the mouth trying to sync it up. And when it works, it sounds great. But this Hangouts audio can work too.
Yeah, I think it'll be all right.
Yeah, just for some don't gotta be perfect. We're just doing it, man. Get the experience.
Is this normally what you do? Is through Hangout audio? I mean,
Yeah,
Okay,
it sounds. Has it sounded okay to you, not knowing our secret?
no, it sounds fine. I had no clue.
Now that you've seen behind the curtain,
Yes.
you'll
Yeah,
never
yes.
hear the same again.
That we're all inside trash cans.
Now that we're behind the
Speaking to
curtains,
Yeah, Folgers can every night.
now that we're all behind the curtain, I can see that we're all in, and it's all good.
Hey, no, it's man
Yes.
behind the curtain.
There you go. So we want to try to start this up. I think it's Sean's turn to lead us in.
Damn it. I was not prepared. Shoot.
It's round robin.
God damn.
Yeah, with a guided meditation.
Yeah, pretty much.
A moment of prayer. It doesn't have to be, flourishing. I do that when I'm high because I'm high. But I like Tyler's very casual until he
Yeah.
got to his own intro, which was fucking flamboyant. I loved
Yeah,
it.
that's the idea.
That's
Just
crazy.
fun. We're having fun here. Bunch of guys.
Bunch of marks.
A
just
bunch of
doing
guys
our
having
thing.
fun. Sure.
And Marks.
Got too stoned today. My heart's pounding right now.
I did too.
For no reason.
Don't Titus.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Oh, God,
right?
I'm gonna slip.
Ura.
Already dead.
All right, give me a few secs here. Gotta get ready.
Check out the old nervies.
World
Mm.
I hope you guys didn't just hear me pop my neck.
Oh, I wish I did. My girlfriend watches the chiropractic videos. Just
Why?
it's
She
ridiculous.
like a
It's giving me
chiropractor?
fucking problems. No, she's
Oh,
just
those-
addicted to going.
Schadenfreude.
All right, ready?
Here we go.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome everyone to the 6th episode of the Shoot Show. It is my pleasure to bring this episode to you. I am Sean Rosenthal. Let's introduce Double T Tyler Toops.
Yes, sir. Happy to be here, sir.
Yeah. Ryan Clare is with us as well.
He is. I saw him.
Nice. Skylar Blank. What do you got for us?
I finally finished the Greatest Royal Rumble like an hour ago.
Just a week later. It's fine. How was it? What did
There
you
was a
think?
lot of weird things that happened. How did Shelton Benjamin get number 48 to come out to? That was such a waste.
There's no stopping him.
It's true.
Here.
48. Good Lord. Also joining us today, very special guest,
Aw.
Michael Birdsall.
Oh
Yay.
shit!
The very first guest.
Oh, I'm so
It is
touched.
official.
It's a wonderful feeling, guys. I'm glad to be
Official.
here to talk about Impact.
Yes.
Whoa.
All right, that's been the show.
Yeah, let's wrap it up here.
Oh,
You're
shit, my
fragmenting-
notes.
You're fragmenting an already pretty small fan base right now. So I'd be careful with that. You got a fraction of a person listening.
Yeah, it's me, you idiots.
Skylar, did you watch Impact this week?
No, I didn't know. It's on right now.
Well, there you
Oh
go.
yeah, it's on Thursdays. I just found that out because it's Impact.
Yeah. Yeah. Eli Drake is good. I'll say that.
There you
I
go.
can't-
I'd agree with that.
I can't tell you anybody from over there.
Actually, I have a horrible thing to announce, but Impact's kind of great right now. They got
Is it?
Brian Cage.
What?
They got Brian Cage, the Swolverine.
The Swolverine? Oh, man.
You've never seen? Has anyone watched Lucha Underground? Anyone know of Brian Cage?
I haven't. Well, don't let my reaction be any indication. I'm kind of the newbie bitch.
Google search.
This
Okay,
group.
this face
I-
looks familiar.
Yeah, I've seen the first season of it, but I haven't seen him in it.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Wolverine.
apparently,
Let's see what
Impact
we've
is
got.
just rooting the indies because they've got Brian Cage, they've got
Nice.
Sammy Callahan, OVE, which
Yeah.
is a great tag team. Like it's pretty incredible that they keep stealing talent.
Didn't
Oh,
Sammy
Jesus,
Callahan
this guy's-
bust someone's face open with a bat though?
Yeah, Eddie.
Yeah,
Edwards.
Eddie Edwards.
This guy's a He-Man figure. Are you shitting me? What is this?
Yeah, dude. This
Brian
dude's
Cage?
huge. He
He's a
looks
big boy.
so. Was he ever in WWE? Because he looks super familiar.
I thought
I
he
don't
And I
was
know.
in
don't watch a lot
NXT
of
at some
Lucha.
point.
I don't think he ever was. He's actually
Okay.
married to Melissa Santos, who is a ring announcer, a pretty famous ring announcer, and he's amazing. He's really great on the indies. He's all over California. So he's at
Nice.
PWG. He's at my local
Okay.
event. Yeah,
He's
he's
been in
pretty
Impact
crazy.
before. That's how I've seen him.
Yeah. See, I gotta plead whatever
Back then.
whatever amendment it is that is the one that I don't get the channel that Impact is on. Because I keep trying to watch it. I'm like, oh yeah, it's on, and then I'm like, no, it's not. No, I don't get that channel. And then I
Was it that DirecTV, Viacom shit? Or I don't know.
yes,
Put it on
yes, it
YouTube
is.
pretty fast.
Ah.
See, I forget about that too. We talked about that before, that they do put it up, and I forget about it. But yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily have anything against it. I just forget. I don't know much about it really. So I mean, it's good to know that it's
I know.
worth watching.
They've had to
It's-
change the regime, so it's going to get better, hopefully.
It's what
Sure.
they've been saying for 10 years.
They put the guy who used to run Team Canada in charge now. Come on.
Oh
right,
man,
I'll
it's
give it a shot.
insane.
So you said, Michael, you said you were going to a show tomorrow.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you wanted me to get into this, I actually have it written out here in my little notepad.
There you
go.
Oh,
That's
a
shit,
tiny
that's
little-
adorable. I know
Way more
anybody
prepared than
listening.
all of us.
Anybody
Oh, yeah,
listening,
actually,
you
I've got
can't
notes.
see what we saw. He held up the tiniest little piece of paper, and it looked so lovingly. Like,
Still more prepared than any of us.
Very carefully wrote his notes.
Postage stamp.
What is these notes for ants?
I got these tiny little notes, and I write them to myself.
So yeah, go ahead. Then.
My local show is called Pacific Coast Wrestling, or PCW, and then they found out that that name was already copywritten, so they became PCW Ultra,
Oh yeah.
and they have an amazing ability to get talent. So tomorrow night, the two special guests that I'm finally going to meet at the same time is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and Mick Foley.
Nice. Very
And They're
nice.
both going to be there. They're both just hanging out. Ricky Steamboat's going to be in a special guest referee for a match.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. We even got a Pentagon, Penta L0M. He is now, and Homicide. Tessa
Ooh.
Blanchard's going to be there. It's crazy.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Man, we don't get anything like that. We had somebody came to
No.
I forget the promotion, came to Maumelle, Arkansas. They had Carlito and Jerry the King Lawler, which was pretty cool.
I would have gone for Carly.
Yeah,
It's good to see that Ricky's working, because he's actually doing a show not too far from me, Memorial Day weekend. He's doing a show, him and Buff Bagwell and Carlito and some other ridiculous names.
Nice.
Like I think Teddy Long was going to be there.
Oh, I saw you were tagging
Holla, holla,
that.
player.
Yeah, Teddy Long was there at the bottom of that flyer, just like me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
Me too.
Don't
at
forget.
the Cobb
Tag.
County Civic Center.
Joey Ryan comes to Oklahoma for a lot for some reason. I don't know why.
They're dick friendly.
He's always
Yeah, that's the dick.
ties to
pic. Yeah, I know that. I've only seen his little escapades. I haven't really seen his full match.
He's so
was
much
a-
fun to watch.
Yeah, he was at the Ring of Honor show I went to because he was in Oklahoma the day before that. So I assumed they were like, "Hey, come here too now."
Nice.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, him and Candice LeRae have pretty good, real good chemistry.
Oh yeah, Joey and Candice.
Yeah, in the ring.
Yeah.
Not
I
like
think
at a restaurant.
They were their local event tag team. It's called the World's Cutest Tag Team. They were pretty great together.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
Aw.
And now she's a property of WWE, so he had to go and find himself a new woman to tag with. And I think he's doing pretty well. I don't know her name just yet. I haven't seen her, but she's pretty out there. She's all over the place. I got to look her up right now, actually.
Hey now,
talking about
webcam on, dude. We can see this. Just keep that in mind.
talking about intergender matches. Talking about intergender and Joey Ryan and make a certain person in the Facebook group's head explode.
Oh my god.
Hey, man. Intergender is fine by me as long as Ellsworth is involved.
Chintz McMahon.
I'm an Ellsworth mark. That GTS wrestling that I mentioned to you guys. I don't know if anybody. Have you guys ever watched that? It's some of the silliest shit. I don't know what GTS stands for, but next time you're on YouTube and need to be kind of
Go to sleep.
simultaneously felt awkward and entertained, look up GTS wrestling, and these guys have a ring in like this metal-sided building. Looks like it could, double as like a mechanic shop. And they, or no, it reminds me more of like a church fellowship hall, maybe with I don't know. It's very cramped though, and it's very low budget. They're filming maybe from a phone. They do some of the most silly shit, and they have great characters. One guy's name is Ron Voyage. He's the United States champion right now.
Brilliant.
Awesome.
His
Amazing.
finisher,
I love it.
his finisher is a rolling fireman's carry. It's the round trip. it's pretty fucking, some of the best gimmicks. What brought this up is that Ellsworth has been on a few episodes. They have some surprisingly good pop-ins. Like it's worth checking out.
He's all over the indies for sure.
Yeah, man, I like what he's doing. I still think that he voluntarily left WWE. Was that confirmed? Have I read that? But I think he was like, yeah, no thanks for all this.
Honestly, I can see the same thing. They probably just offered him less than he wanted, and he just wanted to try it on his own. I mean, I know he.
Yeah, I had heard they were kind of gonna do something like a transgender gimmick, like he was gonna actually. What's the?
He's gonna be Andy Kaufman.
He's
I
gonna-
heard that too.
He's gonna transition and then be a transgender wrestler, and it's gonna be a
jeez.
mockery. It's like Jesus, man, not now, not right now.
Well, it seems
Can't-
like when people leave WWE and go to the indies that they get a whole lot of support because of that. I mean,
Yeah,
Austin
Cody
Aries
freaking
has about
Rhodes.
19 belts right now.
Hey, it's a fucking belt
Cody
collector.
Rhodes.
That's what
Oh
he is.
shit, Cody Rhodes too.
Hey, he lost one of those belts.
Oh, it's just
Wanted to
It's a
go to.
freaking Pentagon. Yeah,
Are you watching that live?
No,
Maybe.
I could be. My iPad's right over here.
Impact is never live. Thank you very much. It's always taped 6 months in advance.
Dude, like 6 years. I already know what happens in like a month. It's
Exactly.
pretty far in advance.
I would have a hard
Man.
time not looking that up.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the same
There was-
thing I feel about Lucha Underground. I can't look it up. Like it's almost impossible to avoid spoilers in that whole show.
What
Right.
season are they on now? That
Season 4. They just
on.
filmed it
Damn.
about a month ago, and I couldn't get tickets, and I almost killed myself because of it.
oh, they,
No, that's
So close.
I'm extreme, damn it! I'm better than you all.
That's a memorial song I would listen to.
couldn't get tickets to the show.
Jesus, Lucha Underground. I'm reading about it. How do you guys have time? Just keeping up with
It's on
WWE is like a
Netflix,
full-time job
I
for me.
think.
Like to
For real.
allocate WWE time and the responsible 6 hours or so of video games a day. I don't know how you guys have time to get anything else done. Like, let alone
It's-
watch other promotions. It's crazy.
Since I
Crippling
got
loneliness.
since I got a girlfriend, I haven't watched New Japan or Ring of Honor. Like I've just been strictly WWE since I kind of have to since we do this now.
He's like, responsibilities.
That's right, for real.
Yeah.
I'm like I can't play video games yet. I
You
gotta
guys
watch
like talk
Raw.
about the other stuff. I would just be eerily silent.
He's like, no, baby, I gotta watch this. It's for my thing.
It's for my thing. But I
The
can't tell-
boys need me.
I mean, so we had 2 weeks of go home shows in a row, and I don't know if that's happened before, but I wasn't impressed in
Not at
WWE.
all. Yeah.
No, not at all.
Well, does one of them even count? Does the Greatest Royal Rumble? Can't we all just kind of
It
like
was a house show.
and be like, yeah,
Mulligan on that one.
we get it. It's fine.
No
Like, let's
belts
not count that
changed,
as a
right?
pay-per-view.
200 million is a lot of money.
Nothing changed. I don't know how you have a non-branded pay-per-view and like co-branded shows, because then when you have guys competing for belts on opposite shows, I just don't understand how that works. Unless they're going to have belts switching like crazy, which I guess maybe they are, but it just seems right now like I'm confused as to how you have 2 shows in one pay-per-view. It doesn't seem like it makes sense.
It's kind of like a match ruiner in some cases. Like, we know the Miz is not going to take the Intercontinental Championship, and you're going to have both
Exactly.
the United States Championship and the Intercontinental on the same show. We know
Raw
that.
wouldn't have a title then.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I mean, I'm looking forward to the match. I'm sure it's going to be entertaining, but we know the finish. Seth Rollins, I don't know.
He's on fire right now.
Yeah, nobody's going to kick out of the curb stomp for 8 months.
He's a fighting champion.
He is.
You see, if it wasn't WWE, this would be so much easier because, WWE does 50-50 bookings, so you know the outcome. But if it was someone else like Impact, they would have all the belts on one show and then nothing on the other show. They just don't plan that out. They try and swerve you all the time until, they write themselves in a hole. But
Yeah.
WWE does complete 50-50 now.
Page out of the old Turner playbook, I believe.
And that's why we're going to
Oh,
watch
yes.
Big Cass win on Sunday. Everyone
No.
excited.
Oh, boo.
Boo this man.
He's with his Daniel Bryan midget.
Oh,
Oh my God.
I haven't seen more clunk on a microphone. I mean, if
He was good
Kurt
last
Angle, if Kurt Angle like interviewed Shelton Benjamin and asked Titus about his slip and fall on one promo, that wouldn't be
Ouch.
it wouldn't even touch that big Cass and the little person. That was weird, man. I did not care for it at all.
It is 2018 and they are still doing midget gimmicks.
Exactly.
Can you believe it?
Right the salon.
Man.
Write it now.
people still love it. God damn it.
And I kind of think that when Cass was on Miz TV, when he was in the suit, he was doing a good job. I was really surprised by that promo, and I was kind of wondering if he had turned a corner. But this was bad.
I said I think he was practicing in the mic while he was rehabbing that knee. And then the next week, nope.
I almost think that they found the only midget they could find spoke absolutely no English. That dude had no fucking clue what was going on.
He also looked like Daniel Bryan from like 3 years ago, not current Daniel.
I was wondering if he was like deaf or
Cass-
something.
Yeah.
Why was
Cass
he him around the room? Like,
long.
yes, this way. Look at this.
Are you talking about when he just kept waving for like 15 minutes?
Yeah, Cass was waiting to kick him, and he had to wait. Like, okay, we're going to commercial.
I didn't like
that got
Cass's-
awkward.
I didn't like Cass's transition into a stern face either. He backs up and then sets the microphone down and then he looks at the little person. Like, oh
no, he's
man,
mad.
you're
not
about to
forgetting
get
the-
these big old thighs right across the forehead.
You're forgetting the McMahon push. It's a look down. You got to look down at the midget.
Well, and there you go. It's easy to
'Cause
do.
he's so tall.
He's tiny. Just look down at him. You're huge. He's tiny. It works.
Look at it. Look at it, Big Cass. You can't teach that. You can't teach how short he is. It's hilarious.
We got to do
Michael,
Vince McMahon
So
voice.
you watch Impact? How is Rosemary badass? Like, because I hear a lot about her and I see her, but she looks badass though.
I actually don't watch Impact. I have it recorded. I have about
You're like me and record it and don't watch it.
yes.
I'm actually turning it on my iPad right now, and I'm watching her versus Rich Swan's wife. Rich Swan's wife.
Oh yeah, she's on Impact too. Jesus. But no, I'm a big fan of Rosemary. I've seen her live twice, and she's awesome to see come out live because the paint looks real good. She's
Right.
real creepy. She's got a great like stare. Like I know this sounds stupid, but no one is still and scary like Rosemary is. She just stops moving, and it's incredible.
Oh, like physically, like not moving. I know exactly what you mean. Like that.
Yeah.
That can sometimes just unsettle me like nothing else.
She's the only person that came out as Sister Abigail that I would have accepted.
Right?
Oh, man,
That's true.
what the fuck happened with that? That could have been cool.
I mean, I don't know how it would have gone for her. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying I would have wanted that to happen, but if they could have picked anybody, she's the one I would have picked.
'Twas Mono that killed that beast.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
thankfully.
It turned out to be a pretty good pay-per-view that time.
And then they were making out with Roman too, because he caught it.
Oh yeah, of course.
Roman just walks in the locker room and just starts trumping everybody. Just goes and just hits him right on the face. Just
I
like,
feel
hey,
like he's-
big dog yard.
I was gonna say, I feel like he just comes up and grabs your drink. He's like, "This is the big dog's drink now," and starts.
The big dog wants the rest of those Doritos.
He's in the locker room now, boys, taking that drink. Big dog. No
Didn't
more.
I
taking
tell
it.
you?
All
You can
Roman.
believe that.
All the Sprite remixes in this locker room are
All these Mountain Dews.
Let's go. No, we gotta do a commercial. We gotta do sponsored by Sprite Remix.
Great.
All new Malibu Berry coming out.
They haven't made new Sprite remixes in 6 years. But they're all in
Haven't
the
they made
song.
like cherry? I'm pretty sure I just saw like cherry Sprite. That blew
They
my
have
mind.
something that's like trying to be like it.
Sprite
Yeah.
remixes are the candy corn of the soda pop industry. Like, no, you see it and you forget the last time you was like, what the fuck? What was a remix? What was different about that? And as soon as you pop the top, you don't even have to drink it. As soon as you smell it, you're like, shit, that's right. I remember.
So would you?
Yeah.
Yep. Would you say that when you pop the top, the fun doesn't stop?
Oh, don't you turn it like Pringles.
Monetized.
Don't you fucking
I'm
do
gonna
it.
leave everyone. All right, bye.
You Lay's Stacks heathen.
Sponsored by.
How'd we get into snack food debate?
Hanging out with a fat guy. That happens.
It was Roman Reigns stealing drinks.
Oh, that's what it was. That rascal.
Big dog.
Speaking of French guys that they had in the ring, I really appreciated that I could do it. I could do it.
Damn
I
right.
really- Yeah.
That was a segue.
I
Oh,
did it.
damn, that was sweet.
Riding in on that segue. The two jobbers that they put up against AOP were hilarious.
Oh,
Like
I
those
love that.
those guys were so French. I was expecting them to just surrender at the start of that fight.
Oh,
That's how I
they're not La Resistance for crying out loud. Do you remember La Resistance?
Oh,
Renee
those guys,
Dupree.
yes, those guys were good.
Damn it! I was
I
I,
love
was in
them.
middle school
'Cause I
and
hated them.
marked to the gills. I hated them so much. I was like, how
Yeah.
dare they come out and you know they would pretend to spit on the American flag. I was like, not in my
Ooh.
America.
Crushed by Big Dog Taker. Oh,
we were all a little bit Republican in high school. Let's be honest.
You yelled, "Don't ever quote my Jesus!" As
Don't-
you stomped away.
Stop it.
screamed.
But I-
"Don't
We can't
tread
make
on
fun of
me."
AJ Styles.
I mean, I guess when you're in Canada, that's what you get when you're paying people in pine cones.
Oh no.
But I mean, you can buy everything you need with that up there.
You can carry
That's
more on
true.
rainy days because they close up.
Consolidate that shit.
Got all money bags. It's a rainy day and his pockets are full.
Sorry.
Or A.
But yeah, I mean, I was hoping that, you know, they really didn't have a whole lot of time to set up either one of these pay-per-views, I don't think. So they just were rattling through shit as fast as they could.
Yeah, the
Hey.
Samoa Joe Roman Reigns, like, where did that come from? I'll take it, but where did it come from?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It came from
love how
prior
he
to
just-
WrestleMania 34.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
love how he
man.
just. I love Joe, but he's talking about Roman at any chance he gets. Like the waiter will be like, "Can I get you anything else?" And be like, "I'm gonna take down the big dog."
Yeah. He interrupts his wife in the bathroom.
I'm gonna put the dog to sleep.
Give me some.
Yeah.
I'm going to choke Roman Reigns.
I liked how he
Get
came out
back,
during
man.
AJ's promo, and he was kind of just, hey, yeah, you know, all that's great, but I'm gonna kick Roman's ass, and then after that, whatever, I'm gonna kick all your asses too. I don't know, whatever. Like, Just watch. You'll
No,
see.
he's coming for that title.
Yeah, there you go. I
He's
like it,
that-
but
Better be.
it felt frantic.
There was a guy who was going around Reddit and doing these really long, just ridiculously detailed comments, and then at the very end, he would hook around and say, and all that to say, never forget the Undertaker threw Mankind 16 feet
Yes.
off the-
Oh my god, I do that to people at work all the time.
And I feel like Samoa Joe should do that for a while, just like, you know, no matter what he's doing, just kind of bring it back home to choking Roman Reigns out. Like he's kind of like you said, he's ordering in a restaurant. He's like, yeah, I'll have a scattered and covered on the hash browns. And by the way, I'm gonna choke Roman Reigns out at Backlash.
Is there anyone here that opposes the marriage between these two individuals? I am here to choke Roman Reigns. I'm here to make the big dog suffocate. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.
Lest we forget, Roman is a Samoa Joe himself, so this could be considered the battle of Samoa Joes.
True.
Oh.
True.
You're missing
Joe
some
versus
letters there.
Joe.
It's a Samoan named Joe.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that because there's only one Samoa Joe. I don't want to disrespect him like that. He might come crashing through my wall like the Kool-Aid guy.
You're lucky I'm watching Impact. And I didn't
Back
pick out about
suplex you on cement stairs.
It would be awesome. That's the
If-
best way to die.
If ever
Yeah, I
there
was gonna
was
say.
Yeah, how did
someone-
Grandma die? Yeah, she badmouthed Joe.
That'll happen.
He belly to bellied her straight through the ceiling.
So I have kind of a question that I can't answer myself, and I was thinking about you guys. So watching Raw and SmackDown and prepping for Backlash, can anyone tell me why Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns were in a tag team match together?
right.
Yeah,
Nope.
Those
Because-
two men,
I totally have that
Attempted
same shit
murder.
written down. Yeah,
like
ambulances. I mean, ambulances.
Well, did you guys know that like that was we got very close if we didn't get it actually to an entire crowd booing Braun Strowman just by proxy. Like
Oh yeah,
that was
for sure.
That's
This-
how powerful the Roman hate is. Braun Strowman got booed.
I'm going to say this right now, and I know someone in the group is going to be very upset that I said it, but teaming with Roman Reigns was more damaging to Braun Strowman than Nicholas. I mean,
Oh my god, that's so
Everyone's
true.
forgot about Nicholas.
That's so
Never
Me
forget
he
about
was
Nicholas.
talking about. I'm the hurt one.
That's so. But you forgot. Vince expects us to have the shortest memory of all time.
yeah.
We're not supposed to remember that
I-
great feud.
I was totally expecting at the end he was going to demolish everyone,
Yes.
and I'm really disappointed. Maybe it happened after the cameras went off. I don't know, but I'm sad
No.
it didn't happen because it needed to happen.
I thought I was turning the corner on Braun after that whole Nicholas debacle, but ever since he started doing this shit where he jumps out of the ring real fast and hustles and like shoulder blocks somebody, like
Oh, it's so good.
Excuse me, pardon me, sorry.
he's just like
It
and
is good,
you
I
can
enjoy
see
it.
him- and you can see him look for it too. Like he's back in the ring and he's checking on it. He's like, "Oh yep, here we go." And he
And
jumps
he does it a couple of times too. He'll hop in and
Yes.
hop out, hop in and hop out.
and he runs with a straight back like Forrest Gump. So freaking hilarious.
The better way to say it is that he power walks to the back. I mean, it's an exercise for
Oh,
sure.
he's lifting those huge knees. That's a hustle.
That drop kick that he gave to Kevin Owens was
Oh
great.
man.
It's so beautiful. I love Braun Strowman. It's
He's
I
great.
think Corey
so
Graves called it
hard
a
to not
T-Rex
love him.
drop
Yeah.
kick.
Yeah, he did. He did. That's the hair talking.
I was
Oh,
at-
God bless him.
I went to the last live Raw that they had in LA at the Staples Center, and that's the biggest pop of the night. That was the night that Matt Hardy came out with the whole delete thing. And
wow.
the biggest pop of that night was Braun Strowman coming out, and he came out for like two minutes, just a real quick squash, and the crowd went nuts. It was so loud in that room. It was crazy.
Oh yeah, man.
I was thinking it was
the title.
I was thinking it was funny when Roman came out and everybody started booing the shit out of him. He was just like, "Okay, back to this." Like, yeah, I remember
Yep.
this.
He got booed in Saudi Arabia.
And it was just harder to hear.
Oh
It was
my
harder to hear. That's the
I
only
was
part.
so glad that Saudi Arabia booed.
Yeah.
When they booed Roman, I was like, "Thank you."
They would take it. Yeah. They would take disinterest over booze, which they got in spades. They got plenty of disinterest.
Why did they booed Roman, but the no John Cena sucks chant?
And
I
they
think-
love Randy Orton.
Oh man, they love Randy.
Pop
Orton.
Someone's got to.
Right?
He's
But
such a
no-
Charlie Brown right now.
No,
I'm gonna be-
insane.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. Every time Randy Orton came up in my notes, I wrote Randy Borton, and I'm not changing.
Yeah,
As
I'm
you
not.
should.
It's,
I feel that's in poor taste, sir.
I mean,
No.
he-
I had
He
10
doesn't-
years of John
doesn't-
Cena and Randy Orton matches.
he definitely doesn't need sleeves.
Man, I haven't seen his arms covered probably in 12 years.
I
Since
saw pretty-
2005 at least.
I saw a pretty funny video of Randy Orton, and it was his kids in the pool, and it was panning around, and then it showed his wife, and then it showed one of his kids going to jump, and then he comes out and RKO's his kid.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
I've kind of been cool with him ever since then.
Right, exactly. I'm still like,
can't-
oh, you bore the shit out of me, but I like you as a person.
Yeah,
kind
you
of.
RKO your kid, so it's cool.
Oh, yeah, he's a good dad. Period. He's a good dad. Awful
think-
wrestler.
Well, and I think he-
Wait, so I can go around RKOing my kids?
Yes.
as
I
long
can't
as-
believe you haven't
Oh my
already.
God.
What the
Why
fuck
are you not Batista bombing them?
I've been waiting for the approval, so now I'm gonna destroy. Good.
I was at my buddy's house one time, and he was with his little boy and his son, and he was like, "Oh yeah, he loves to wrestle and mess around." And he picked him up, and he was gonna power bomb him into the couch, and he hit him in between the cushions, and he slammed his head, and he started crying. And his mom comes running in, and she's like, "Oh, what happened? What happened?" And he's going, "Oh, he's tired. He didn't get."
Yeah, because of that traumatic brain injury. He just
I'm establishing a scale between Randy Orton and the story that I just told. That's funny, with the father scale.
Hit the kid with a GTS. Oh, honey, he's going to sleep. It's fine.
So I mean, I've never seen somebody enjoy hitting someone in the nuts as much as Shinsuke does.
Isn't that the best?
It's a work of art.
It's
It's a
He-
work of art.
he was looking at AJ like a serial killer. Just tell me how that feels.
Tyler, I think you put it in the terms of he looks like he was drawing power from AJ's veins. That's perfect. If he could have been like Frieza or some shit like Dragon Ball Z, there needs to be more Shinsuke Dragon Ball Z edits. By the way, internet. I feel like that was the perfect way to sum it up because he lingered there with it the way he's been doing, and then just
Long
enjoyed him
time.
writhing in pain.
Very long time. That hand is very familiar in that area.
that hand knows AJ's balls better than his wife right now. How long they've been on the road.
You
Yeah.
guys keep saying hand, but it's the bicep. The
Oh,
full
yeah.
bicep knows AJ Styles' entire gooch.
That's
So it
what I
knows the whole area.
He
That's
is
what I pointed out. He goes full bicep like Ric Flair. If he does it from the front, he's punching you in the middle of the back. It is
Yeah.
so
Beautiful.
it comes up.
That is
Oh yeah. The first
full-
couple he lifted him over into like a carry, like over his back. He hit him so hard.
that is bicep into grundle.
Grundle? Is that a term?
Yeah, it is.
That is.
It works. It works.
Yeah, I was waiting to get it in there.
So like double Dutch, just not my chance. The area between the anus and scrotum in a male, or between anus and vulva in a woman. That's the grundle.
Grundle.
If you didn't know, it's synonymous with the gooch. So okay,
Oh yeah.
I'm more familiar with the gooch.
Oh, I'm familiar with the gooch.
Band names. I mean,
Technically known as the perineum.
Yes, I know the gooch wound.
Yes.
quite, yeah, quite.
Shallow and pedantic.
Oh Jesus. Oh well, I don't even know where we are in covering the shows. This is
No,
this
we're
is
all over the place.
We're not.
We've
I'm-
been
I'm-
scattered.
chaos, but it's
I'm sorry.
great.
This is no nonsense.
Before I let my mind wander too much, something that is worried me since Tuesday night. What the fuck is happening with Rusev, Lana, and Aiden?
Trying to get rid of Baden, that bitch.
Aiden's
is
gone, yeah.
knowing them.
I didn't know that it wouldn't. That this is what it would take for me to turn on Lana, but it was like flipping a switch. As
For
soon as
real.
as soon as I thought it was like, "Are you talking about Aiden?" I was like, "Screw it." Divorce her. Rusev, you can do better. Russian shit like that. No. Without Aiden coming on the mic, I don't know if Rusev can be Rusev.
For real.
They are Rusev Day.
Oh man,
They
no.
really are.
I mean,
And I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I bought that blanket, so it's coming.
Fuck yes.
yeah, fuck it.
Fuck yes.
Was that really a
And-
prayer blanket? It was a Rusev Day prayer blanket?
No,
No, it's a full. It's a throw.
Oh, I thought. Oh, that was somebody making a joke. Okay. I was thinking, what a specialized piece of merch. Wow.
I'm covering myself in it. I don't care what it does. I mean, I'm gonna wrap myself up in it and
Get your
sleep
Dolph Ziggler prayer beads.
Yeah, sure. They're prayer.
Vince would do that. Don't put that past him.
Prayer beads aren't usually in graduating sizes with a hook on the end, but fine.
The Dolph Ziggler prayer beads are just Shawn Michael prayer beads reimbursed,
Yeah, just repurpose. They're repurposed.
No.
Like,
repackaged,
yeah,
put together.
I used to love Dolph so much. I love him again now. Actually, it's been kind of interesting this last couple.
Him and Drew McIntyre.
Give
have
it
a lot of
back.
potential.
Oh, okay.
There's a peek into fatherhood from Sean Rosenthal.
Yeah, that's kiddos
We just
fighting.
got a
for you.
sneak peek into his life.
Jesus.
Now I don't know how I feel about the Dolph Ziggler situation. Now those promos they're cutting are kind of creepy. There's one they did on YouTube. Drew McIntyre is giving bedroom eyes the entire time. No, wait, Dolph Ziggler is giving me.
Is it where he's got the black bandana on and shit?
Yeah, I don't know.
He just. I love Dolph, but he looks so stupid in everything he wears. Like, oh my god, change something.
He didn't in
It's
the
hard to
series
hide
one.
mustard, man.
Nikki.
No. Don't
Are you
do
talking
that.
about the one where they're both together in the high up shot?
Yeah,
Like
yeah. They're holding up
MySpace
that
outfit?
selfie angle, right?
Yeah, it's weird. It's real weird. I don't get what they're doing at all, but I never get what they're doing with Dolph.
And
Yeah,
I was watching it on a pretty good TV, and I couldn't make out the background. It looked like a bunch of hotel chairs stacked on each other.
it had a porn vibe.
It looked like they moved shit around in a hotel room for a nice backdrop, and then said, you know what, fuck it, let's just do it. And they stood in front of the lamp.
Somewhere in the background is Brad Maddox just hanging out.
No,
Just chilling.
crouched down naked to get the low point of view.
Yes.
Drew McIntyre talking, and then we pan down and see the Claymore. I think that
Elias faced Bobby Roode. That happened.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, that was a thing. That wasn't bad.
and it ended in a DQ.
It ended
was
in a
so
weird,
cute.
like, I think Bobby Roode might be a little bit of a bitch stoppage. I didn't like it. Don't do that to Bobby.
Yeah, that was weird. The throat. Have you ever seen a
Oh,
rough
yeah.
touch on the throat? That's so
you see that?
strange.
The fucking angle they had, that last angle they showed ruined it. Like, I was trying to make myself believe that he actually hit himself in the throat, and then, like, they showed it at that one angle, and I hit him in, like, the nipple. And I was like, the fuck?
it was low in the chest.
I wonder if it was scripted though for Elias to walk over and announce himself the winner. I thought that was a perfect little flair on it. At least that was one highlight. Instead of,
Yeah.
and your winner.
Probably kicking off a feud with them.
That would be fine. I mean, Bobby Roode certainly doesn't have much going on.
I would like
I
to
got
see
3
Bobby
hours
Roode.
to kill.
I want to see a heel turn from Bobby Roode.
Yeah,
Me
when
too.
it's-
Yes, please. We all do.
He needs to be heel so bad. They can't write for him as a babyface. Like, it's embarrassing at this point.
They can't write for anybody for a babyface. It seems like all they know how to do is write for heels.
everybody they bring up eventually goes heels, which is fine, except for Ronda for some reason. Maybe they're gonna make her a heel, but
She's been here for like 2 minutes.
while we're talking about Ronda, she's been here long enough to have more than one match. That's for damn sure. Instead of
Yeah.
being come out by ringside every time.
Well,
Is
the
she a
only-
manager or is she on the roster?
She's the
What's
pay-per-view
going on?
attraction.
So far, she's wrestled as much as Stephanie McMahon.
Yeah, I think
Maybe
it's funny
make-
they can't wait to get her on TV, but they don't want to put her in, but they want to hold her for pay-per-views too. So it's this weird thing where they have to have her come out and just stand there, and you know she's going to get involved.
Nah, but
Yeah.
she's just another member of the roster. Remember, no,
Holla,
she's not
holla,
special.
holla. Let's get a tag match.
I don't have any notes on Ronda from Raw except for this one right here, which apparently I made when I was very drunk, but it just says, please never make Ronda Rousey in capital letters team with or fight against Nia Jax. And I kind of agree with myself on that. I never want to see that
Yeah.
match. Ever. Ever. In a million years, I never want to see that.
Well, Nia's not. She's kind of a botch machine.
I love Nia, but damn, that's sad. But I do have to agree with, like, Jim Cornette will say this about special attraction wrestlers like Ronda Rousey, but less is more. So showing less of Ronda will actually make her more important. So I think having her come out every week is kind of a terrible thing, even if she's not doing anything.
Right.
I think it kind of messes with her whole character.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
have her wrestle or don't have her out there at all. Like you said, like you're saying, if she's not a manager, what the hell is she doing out there?
You're not bringing out Brock Lesnar to go, leer at his opponents, like look at him, and then go comfort. Well, he's also not a face, but I'm sick of seeing Ronda Rousey go comfort Natalia for some
she went through
whatever.
the goddamn
reason.
dungeon. She can handle herself.
Natalia's always just kind of collapsed in a heap, and Ronda kneels like a Power Ranger next to her, just like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah. Eat this
It is really
senzu bean.
awkward.
I'll give you some of my heat. Just passing this heat onto you.
Jeez.
But it's just, it's real sad. I mean, they should really Goldberg her. I mean, she's
Yeah,
so
exactly.
much money.
I agree. She's such a special opportunity for them. Yeah, it's wasted to have her come out and do the bullshit that they're doing.
And I
But I'm
think
sure
you
she
guys-
sells Raw tickets.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
and
She
that's the
sells
thing.
money.
They can advertise her or just off and have her do that, and then that's
Or at
what
least
they-
have her, have her come out for like a dark match or something, or she doesn't have to be on TV.
Well,
think
has
that's a
she
great idea.
has she been doing any house shows or anything? Like,
Not
I
as far
don't
as I know. They would
I
be,
don't
would be
know. I
pictures
don't have
of
anything
her
on that.
wrestling. I don't think so.
I think it was funny that as great as the Titus botch was, and it was great. Let's
was
take a second
amazing.
to remember how great that was, guys.
It
Because-
was just for Corey Graves, making Corey Graves that happy. I'm happy it happened.
And it's worth remembering because it's already dead. Like,
It is.
It is already dead. They killed it in one fucking show. They killed
Are
it.
you telling me you're not loving the new gimmick that Titus O'Neil can't get in a ring? Guys, it's slippery. It's covered in baby oil. Titus
true.
in a suit. It's tough.
It's true.
It's hard. Have you ever gotten in a ring? I don't think you have.
Those loafers, it's hard in loafers.
If
Well,
that
yeah.
is going to be his gimmick, that he literally cannot get into the ring. Oh my
I mean,
god!
guys,
As soon as he
three-
fell, I knew they were gonna push it. That's all they were gonna do. Like, oh, now he's just gonna be fucking tripping everywhere.
Why not? Well, why not double your money? For this, like, have Titus. He was technically a heel, right? And I think they're kind of working him around right now. But have him hate it. Have him hate the fall, hate anybody who mentions it, and have him throw a little tantrum every time it's
Little
brought up.
bitch fit.
And then use
Yeah.
that for somebody to gain a little bit of momentum from making fun of Titus.
Yeah,
Because I
as-
mean, that's a train nobody
Yeah.
jumped onto. Have
and
one
you
of
make
your,
it.
Right.
I don't know who would be able to use it the best, but have somebody come out and was like, yeah, don't slip and fall like Titus, and then he's like, and then you have a match. You
Yeah.
got at least something for somebody that doesn't have anything, but instead they've got Titus coming out, just slipping and falling, and Dana Brooke and that whole little theatrical. Oh, be careful on the ramp. It reminded me of like a high school improv class, and it just made me.
We're gonna start seeing banana peels everywhere. Whoa!
Banana peels would be funny. You know who would have done a good job with this, honestly, even though nobody wants to say it? Enzo. Enzo could have had some fun
Oh, that
because
makes
he already did that weird little step dance shuffle thing, and I feel like he could have made it.
What's
Uh-oh.
up, dog? You can't
Absolutely.
get in the ring with me. You can't even get in the. You literally can't get in the ring with me.
You said it. You literally can't get in the ring.
Seriously, this guy can't get in the ring.
That's a good Enzo.
It's like, yeah, I made it back from Saudi Arabia. How you doing?
You know, I
Brought me a
showed up
couple
there
of their
week late.
broads. They're tiny.
They didn't really appreciate me walking around with my broads and nothing, you know.
Broads.
I hate it, and he didn't even actually say that, and I hate him for it.
I know.
But
That's why I say it. I don't need it.
that's the
Oh,
power right there.
Enzo.
Silver lining to that whole Titus thing. No Way Jose comes up with a big win.
Yes,
Hey, that's great.
hilariously
Cool, I
against
guess.
fucking Baron Corbin. who-
Baron Corbin.
God, that guy's forever stuck in the middle.
He's on and
That
off
guy's
again. A big deal.
Fucking.
I'm gonna be
great.
completely honest. I was a big Baron Corbin mark for the first year, and I have eaten my words on that. I
I'm-
have suffered every day for that.
Very disappointing.
No, I
He's very
appreciate his
disappointing.
role. He's that guy who's just a grown. You know, you see, you need those guys. You
He
need
talks
somebody.
tough, but he always loses.
Yeah, his music hits, and you're just like, oh god, like here's
He's the Grundle of WWE.
Yeah, like we already have that in Roman Reigns.
no, but that's for
No.
us smart fans.
It's gonna
who
be
wanna
like-
pithy. I'm talking about, the guys like you're still playing along, and you're like, oh no, here comes Baron Corbin to ruin everything.
He's
Like
gonna
Kane. He's
Barry's
like
gonna
Kane.
be Barry's gonna be that one in 8 years that you're like, well, he's still here? Really?
He's gonna be
like-
the Mark Marrow of this entire industry. He's like, what? Really? You're still alive? You're doing this?
For the second
Somehow
Power
still has some
Rangers
hair.
reference, he's like Bulk and Skull. He's got the Bulk and Skull vibe. That's
Oh, yeah.
He's-
Vulcan Skull is
He
like
does.
weird bastard child. Like it's really sad. Like there's some fat trumpet music playing somewhere in the background every time he comes out.
Nobody ever told me about carbs. So, I mean, like we said, Raw and SmackDown, neither one of them are really anything all that interesting. But we got Backlash coming up this Sunday, which has the potential
Yeah.
to be good. I mean, after the house show, I think at
Yeah.
Backlash, we actually might see some belts change hands, which would be decent.
and
Yeah.
we're gonna get a Braun and Lashley tag team, right? Was that
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that'll be
got the-
interesting.
I got the whole
have a-
Backlash. Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
that'll be perfect.
here.
Like, oh shit, yeah, we're running towards the end of our time together.
Yeah, let's get
Yeah,
some
I know, right?
predictions.
It's been crazy.
I am going to be very disappointed if AJ isn't wearing like a metal cup in that match. When
Oh,
Shinsuke goes
absolutely.
for a low blow. I'm going to be like,
Chastity.
DDP,
Oh my God. What if he pulls a
Chastity
DDP?
belt.
a
Yeah.
DDP. And
Yeah, he
He's
pulls a
gonna-
full DDP. He's got the metal plate underneath,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Shinsuke goes for it and breaks his arm. That'd be
yeah,
great.
that's what I'm
Oh.
hoping for. Like,
Yeah,
it
he's
pays
gonna
off
come out in the chastity belt from Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yes, that's the one I want to
That's
see.
exactly what I thought of.
And they're gonna shoot the pay per view too long, and no one's gonna see it. It's gonna be great.
And they'll have to give it. We can watch for free. But yeah, so the Backlash has got. It starts off. There's Nia versus Alexa for the Raw Women's Championship,
Get that
cool.
done with.
which
Yay.
I think that Alexa's been cutting hilarious.
I have
Those
loved
have-
her promos, man. They are a good, like, even now that the kind of joke has been made and we know that it's going to take a heel turn in the middle of the promo, it's still fun.
Yeah.
Like, there's Nia Jax, a turkey leg in each hand.
Oh my god, that was wonderful.
It's objectively funny, man. Screw the body shaming hate, man. It's funny. And it's
I
going to be
love
at least a good build for a good match.
Yeah,
And
she's got
honestly,
Great
I would like to
delivery.
see, I'd like to see Alexa come out with a win, just to a thumb in the nose to everybody who's like Nia's
Yeah.
going to get her come up.
Yep, I'm okay with it. Nia had a WrestleMania moment. Alexa can take it back now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
Alexa
so.
will
I'm
make-
with you.
I think it will take the assistance of Mickey James for it to work, but I could see Alexa using heel tactics to win.
Yeah,
Then we would have more. We would have more of the same, like, drawn out feud. I'm ready to refresh everything on one hand.
You know what? I'm ready to happen. Jesus Christ, Sasha and Bailey, get this fucking over with.
Oh, no, my God.
Damn.
What the fuck?
What trash? Oh my god.
I'm so sick of it. Every time I see Sasha, I roll my eyes twice.
Yeah,
instead of
I mean
just
they need to
once
get
now.
this. Yeah, they need to get this match done because they're both going to graduate from high school soon, and then
Bailey's got to kiss a
She's
boy.
not
She's gotta
texting me back.
I could imagine a match for them breaking out like they set the match up like it's a prom or something, and they start brawling in the middle of a bunch of people in dresses.
Bailey puts Sasha's head in the punch bowl.
Yes. After that is AJ and Shinsuke. As we were saying, AJ, I wrote Shinsuke the ball smasher.
I'm gonna miss those low blows. Like I said, I'm gonna miss them.
I hope
Yeah.
he keeps it up.
It's an interesting sentence. I'm gonna miss those low blows.
I said it's. I crack up that this whole feud has been centered around AJ's balls.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss those low blows. Needs to be the name of this episode.
That's the name of the episode. Come on. It's already written down. Do you guys
go ahead?
do you guys honestly think Shinsuke is going to finally win it?
I do.
you think-
I think so.
That's what I was
I
just
think
about to
so.
say. I really
Yeah.
think it's his time.
AJ's
So I've
had it
been-
for a minute now.
Yeah, I've been messing up every time for the past 2 matches saying that it's going to be Shinsuke, and it's AJ both times. So eventually it's going to be Shinsuke.
Well, it was a no contest at the Greatest Royal. Oh, you meant it. Like the New Japan match, probably. Wait, no, he won in New Japan. What am I talking
He
about?
won in New Japan. Yeah, I mean,
Shinsuke
it's-
did, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking of my own way, but yeah, Shinsuke still hasn't had that chance at WWE to actually
Yeah.
win over.
Right.
And this
Yeah.
whole heel turn kind of depends on that. It's worthless if he doesn't actually win it in the end.
Yeah, I
Well,
agree.
that means he's not going to win because you know WWE, damn it. Big step.
Yeah, swerve him and save it for another Saudi Arabia event.
Gotta save it for Dolph Ziggler.
That was absolutely my takeaway WrestleMania moment this year was the Shinsuke heel turn.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
That was great. And I'm glad they're sticking with it too. Just full heel, full ball smashing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I hope
It's
maybe
new
he'll make
song.
that his thing. Maybe that'll be like Shinsuke's thing. He'll be a ball smashing champion.
I would.
Yeah.
I'd say no, but remember Ric Flair used to have a finisher where he would just grab your dick, squeeze.
There's a whole like Raw versus SmackDown game where Ric Flair was just hitting people in low blows. Like, he was
Yes.
just a dirty fighter. And I remember that because I played Ric Flair all the time. And I would
I
just
still
hit
do
people
on
in
this
the
new
dick.
game.
It always needs to make the cash register sound.
Ding.
Shing.
Oh, it did make that in some games.
In the N64 games for sure, dude.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Because it would just be crowd cheering. It'd be like, "Ah, ding.
Yeah, I think it was WCW versus NWO. That first.
That was that's probably my favorite wrestling game of all time.
Oh my
I'd have to
God.
agree. Or No Mercy, but
I remember
WCW
that.
NWO Revenge was fantastic.
Yeah, it was a great era for wrestling games.
It was that awful audio that would announce the TKO when they were twitching. TKO. They were just like laying on their back and they would like twitch every other second.
We did eventually in my group have to say no Goldbergs because otherwise it would just be 4 Goldbergs.
He had a nasty sidekick that That's-
ended Bret Hart's career.
I was gonna say ended. Bret
Oh,
Hart's career.
that's right.
I almost said Brett Favre.
That's how hard he kicked
Cedric
him.
the
Yeah.
Entertainer. Huh?
Cedric the Entertainer.
Oh no.
Oh my god. Can't believe we haven't brought him up yet.
I need to Photoshop like a pinstripe suit and matching hat on Cedric Alexander,
knew
like
it.
Cedric the Entertainer style.
Cedric the Entertainer is going to be on 305 Live.
Yeah, he's gonna get a picture of him from the Kings of Comedy and Photoshop Alexander's face onto him. It'll be great.
Him
Oh
doing
man, we should do the original Kings of 205 Live.
it. So yeah, I think we're all kind of agreeing that Shinsuke is going to win.
Yeah, Shinsuke's
Hopefully.
coming away.
Yeah.
Finally.
Putting it on this. Yeah, Shinsuke's gonna win.
So we also have Charlotte versus Carmella for the women's championship for SmackDown.
I feel like
Man.
it's too easy, and I'm expecting a swerve.
Yeah, Carmella's gonna win somehow.
I do
Carmella
think
has to keep it.
Iconics or something.
I think Carmella's going to retain too.
I
As-
do love seeing Billy Kay on live TV. It's great.
Yes,
See her there.
yes, seeing both of them is good. I like them both. I think that they make the case for WWE needing a women's tag division.
But they need more tag teams.
Well, Absolution is now here with no help from Paige.
Oh, I guess that's another tag. Yeah, we can see
They
better.
need more women. Period. Like it's just not enough.
Snatch Up Rosemary, WWE.
Oh my
Please.
god, that'd be
Did you,
great.
did you see the guy in the crowd on Raw that had a sign that said "We allow women"?
Fuck yes.
Yeah, but
good
they
old
don't.
Canada.
But they don't show up.
Have you guys noticed how thick their Australian accents have gotten since they've come up to live TV?
Yeah, I feel like they're amping up to 11.
It's
ridiculous.
just Vince. It's just Vince. He loves that shit. He loves stupid comedy like that. Like,
He
make
does.
sure Shinsuke talks with a mouth guard in because it just makes me laugh so much.
Make
He
sure
already
says
talks
no
funny,
speak
but
English.
Put that mouth guard in. It's even funny. Watch.
Jinder Mahal, I mean, last year was perfect for what Vince McMahon loves. That's Vince McMahon comedy right there. Was Jinder Mahal's whole gimmick.
Yeah, I agree. Making fun of Shinsuke. Yeah,
Yeah.
I totally agree. And it just shows how willing they are to turn corners because he, in the same breath before, would say, "Oh, you don't like me because I'm different," and then the next week he's go, "Oh, look at this guy who's different." That's all.
Well, that's when he's accepted. He felt like he was at home.
He's too different. That's the problem.
We got Jeff Hardy versus Randy.
True. That's true. Jeff Hardy.
What year is it?
It's 2009.
Brother Nero.
Three.
I knew you'd win.
Jeff Hardy's winning now.
That
Yeah,
was a
agreed.
fun little. That was a fun little.
Yeah.
time, but Jeff Hardy is just awful on the microphone.
Yeah,
He
please
is.
stay away, Jeff.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
it was crazy having Matt there who's just crushing it, and then it would go to Jeff who's just keeping up.
Jeff
Hey
always,
y'all.
Jeff always sounds like somebody on an episode of Cops who's explaining.
I'm pretty sure Jeff Hardy's been on Cops by now.
I was just
Probably,
yelling.
yeah.
I was just asking her from the kitchen, you know, if she wanted some of them deviled eggs that I brought back from my mama's house. And then she come at me talking about, of course I don't want no deviled egg. But I don't know what happened, officer. I just started hitting her. I'm sorry.
He said, I had a powerful premonition.
It's like, baby, I already mowed into the lawn earlier today. I mowed my whole logo right there. Can't you see?
Oh, Jeff.
His facial hair. I think my girlfriend commented on his facial hair. I don't know. It was sort of a neutral statement, like, well, oh, look at his hair. Look at his
I
beard.
feel like it just naturally does that now. He's done it so long that it doesn't grow.
It grows into that white trash pan.
Yes.
like Joe Dirt. Yeah, just grows in
Can I
all
admit-
natural, all white trashy like that.
Can I admit something super embarrassing? So in high school,
Yes.
Jeff Hardy used to shave his beard in triangles. Like he used to cut the whole like shapes and
Yeah.
edges into his beard. I tried that a few years. It doesn't come out that well if you do it on your own. Really
Oh, no.
bad if you have a double chin. So it just doesn't work.
And then when you
Honestly-
freehand them,
I'm gonna say you need a hairstylist to get that in.
Definitely.
While you peasants were in school, I studied the blade.
I studied to play. I wore the fishnets on my arm, or pantyhose, I guess, on my arm. a
Oh
couple
my
times in high
God.
School, so that was
So
me.
yeah,
Yeah,
you were-
I did too, and we would pretend to wrestle.
That's right.
Mm.
I would say the closest I came to that was I let somebody power bomb me through a picnic table.
You never
Sure.
backyard
Picnic
wrestled or
table.
anything, Tyler? Come on.
No, I can't say that I did. I wish I did.
It was. You don't, because it was hurtful. It hurt a lot. Getting a bunch of people that don't know anything.
On a bunch of old mattresses.
No, it was literally we would lay out a rug on the fucking ground outside. That was it.
A
That was
rug?
our ring. Yeah, no, a rug. That
That's
was square. A
ceremony
big
at that
square. yeah.
I'm right there with you. I used to do it on the lawn. Like it's
Yeah.
just no.
It
no
was
padding,
lawn.
just
It was
lawn.
lawn with a rug on top of it that was square.
What?
So that was the ring.
Oh, it was the ring. Oh, what does that accomplish? It's not cushioning you in any way.
That's right. It was less cushioning than these pussies on the fucking TV getting out. Okay, so then we also have.
Yeah. We also have Seth versus The Miz for the IC belt, which is probably one of the most easy matches to get.
It's a slam dunk here for the Seth Rollins here.
Yep.
Rollins.
I want to see the Miz come out in his Dynasty Warriors outfit again, though. That'd be pretty
Yeah.
great.
What
Yeah.
is
You have
that?
to beat the entire game with just a pistol to unlock that outfit.
He's coming out looking like Lou Boo. What's all this bullshit about?
Yeah, you gotta collect quite a few items on the map to get him to appear.
I'm really hoping like Daniel Bryan comes out and screws the Miz somehow. That's how he loses.
Great.
Oh,
That'd be
What a
great.
great idea.
Yeah, but
maybe.
big cast thing going, unfortunately.
Well, no,
Right,
I
he
see it
starts to
going.
come out and do it, and then Big Cass beats his ass as he's running down the ring.
Yeah, I see it going the
Chase.
other way. It's Big Cass. Miz is earlier in the show loses his match. Comes and retaliate or gets at Daniel Bryan for some reason in the middle of his match, and then there's our feud. Maybe that would be cool. I don't know. That would be fun for me.
Just something at this point. They need to be at this point. They need to be done.
I don't care how we get there. I just want Miz versus Daniel Bryan.
Right. I don't mind a slow burner. It's been a slow burner.
Yeah,
I
I think
would
after
love-
Backlash, they'll finally start it up.
I don't
I
care
would
if they
too.
just started like a cold open one time, like Miz and
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan are arguing. It was like, well,
Yep.
okay, I can get into this. This is fine.
Hey, they gotta build up Big Cass.
Mhm. Big
Did we
ass.
need
I would
He's
love to
already
see them.
Huge.
Sorry. Yeah.
It's a terrible joke I was making, and I was hoping somebody was going to jump in, but you were too
See?
polite.
Michael tried to save him, but he was too
Don't
polite.
build him up. He's too huge. Boo.
The midget was moreover,
Oh.
Well, he was French Canadian.
and possibly deaf.
Man, that Canada crowd is great, isn't it?
Ugh,
They were fun.
Canadians.
I don't know. I love seeing them in Canada because it just makes it so much, more entertaining. Canada is real into that whole wrestling scene.
Right. And they love their boys.
Yeah.
They
It's,
fucking
like the
pop
Raw-
so hard.
It's the Raw after WrestleMania. They boo the people they're supposed to hate, and they cheer the people they're supposed to love.
It's Bizarro world. But yeah, I definitely think that Seth will retain.
Oh yeah.
Then we got Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe.
Is that our main event?
Mm-mm.
No.
Their main event's a stupid ass tag match. It looks like, at least by the Wikipedia.
Seriously?
Probably, yeah.
They're
For
not
whatever
whatever
reason.
AJ and Shinsuke that fucking main event?
I mean, that might be the main
Should
event. I
be.
can see that being the main event.
It
They
should
don't.
be.
They don't really. I don't think they announced what the main events.
Yeah.
How the order is going to be. But honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Roman and Samoa is the main event.
Yeah, that's true.
Which would be fine with me too.
Yep.
Strictly for Samoa Joe. But we can't forget about the stupid ass tag match. Braun's stupid.
Yeah, let's talk
Not
about
Braun.
that. Yeah, Braun and Bobby and KO and Sammy.
Why? Why are they doing this?
Well,
I
we've
don't
already
understand
seen it. Yeah, we've already seen this match.
The only thing I could see if there's a heel turn, either Braun or Bobby.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Neither of those would excite me. It makes no sense because who
Exactly.
was it that took the pin on Monday? Kevin Owens took the pin, and Jinder Mahal was in the match and could have taken the pin. And we
Yeah,
would still
should
have
have.
a damn match.
Man, you're
to
so
go in.
right.
But they kept Kevin Owens was like, oh, by the way, stick around. We're going to do this again, and we're going to make you pay for it
Yeah.
on Sunday.
Stick around, guys, because we've already seen this. But we will let Sammy wrestle here.
It's just
Yeah.
makes me think, like, why did they have Bobby Lashley come in? Like, what are they going to do with him? Like,
Yeah,
it's
maybe
supposed to
Elias
fix
would come in and beat the shit out of them because they seem to be doing something. Maybe Drew McIntyre and Ziggler will do something because they're not on the card. There's some options, but knowing WWE, they won't fucking do it.
He was going to be Braun's partner until Nicholas ruined
I
it.
was gonna say
WrestleMania.
Nicholas comes out and fucks with Bobby for taking his partner.
Hey guys,
Every time you
that
say
kid's
his
real
name-
busy in the 4th grade.
Yeah, every time you say his name, you make him stronger.
I hope he fails the 4th grade so he's in,
Yes.
doesn't graduate on time so he can't go to wrestling school and come to the WWE because his dad already works in the company. He probably has some connections, and we don't have to in 15 to 16 years look at Nicholas. hoist
Tell
the
us how you
belt
really feel, Ryan.
above his head.
How's it
I hope he gets caught in an escalator.
Oh,
Mallrats.
Wait, in the United States or abroad? Because that ends very differently.
I don't
Like,
want to get caught in abroad.
My brother got his long cargo khakis stuck in the elevator
Ooh.
at Dillard's one time. It's freaking hilarious. But if you do that in Malaysia or somewhere, you get chewed up. You get pulled into some mechanism.
Jeez.
Malaysia has buildings with more than one story.
Oh, I don't know what year. Let me see. Isn't there some kind of cataclysmic event?
I'm offending all of our Malaysian fans.
Shit.
Sorry,
All
Tam.
Fragmenting an already small fan base.
All those Impact
Man.
Malaysia fans, yeah.
That kid is back on the escalator again. Can you believe it?
There's one kid in Malaysia wearing an Abyss shirt who's just angrily shutting off his podcast.
I'm giving him a 1.
He made it 6 episodes in. Damn it, we lost him.
I thought I found something with these guys.
They seem different.
Puts the thumbtacks
But did
away.
But
we-
yeah, Bobby is definitely wishing. Bobby and Braun are definitely winning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they'll
agreed.
definitely win that.
Oh, yeah.
Did we even pick for Samoa and Roman Reigns? Or we
We
just
might
kind
go
of,
back to
I'm
it.
going with Samoa
Yeah.
Joe. I
I
know
thought
it's
we-
not happening, but I'm going with Joe.
I also am
Yeah, I
gonna go with
can't not
Samoa
pick Joe. Yep.
I think it is happening. I think
But Roman's lost so much on pay-per-views recently.
Yeah.
Like,
it won't be
That's the
it
only
won't
reason.
be an honorable win. It'll be some kind of something that you can kind of reason away if you wanted to. But I think he'll come away with a win.
Yeah, I see that happening. Roman kind of losing at some weird outcome. Maybe he like gets his hand on the rope or something and no one notices it.
I wouldn't mind that.
I want
Yeah,
to see
some
Roman
kind of
do a heel
I
turn.
would. I'd very much mind. I'm sick of this shit.
As long as Joe wins, I don't care.
Oh man, I'm sick of it.
I just want Joe to be champ. I don't care.
Yeah, me too.
I want him to be all the champs. He can.
Like
All
that one
the-
picture of Roman I put up a long time ago, but with Joe. That's what I want to see. Where he's got like slammies and the women's titles and
I made a picture like that when I was baked of just Joe with a bunch of titles. But also there's
Alright, guys,
Daniel
we
Bryan, Big Cass.
I was about
Oh,
to say we
maybe
missed
that's
the most
our
important match.
man. Is that the most
Mhm.
important? Maybe it is the main
Who's
event.
Daniel Bryan.
I can take him or leave him.
He's gonna
What?
have to jump really high to drop kick Big Cass.
We thought we'd never see this man again, you son of a bitch.
I don't know. Kind of turning the corner on Daniel Bryan these days. He's a little boring.
Uh-oh,
Yeah, I feel like they
hold on.
haven't done much with him. I don't know.
Uh-oh, hold on, Skylar. Coming out at number 48 is
Shelton Benjamin. Oh my god.
By the way, how dare they not let him use his old music? That was like
It's for
80% of the why I liked Shelton
I had a
Benjamin.
CD with that song on it.
Ain't no stopping me. No.
No.
Oh man, it was so cool. And he would do like a jump kind of entrance, like
Well, he can't do that anymore. I don't- He's almost 40.
I miss his Big Black Mama. I love
So do I.
Mama so much.
Yes.
It's great.
Thank you. Such a weird storyline, but I loved it. And it, yes.
I would love to see him bust out a gold standard one more time. That movie looks great on camera.
I don't see why not. I mean, they're letting Seth do the curb stomp again. Why not?
he needs something to get people looking at him for sure.
Then he let
Also-
Samoa Joe start muscle busting people.
Yeah.
Great.
I don't understand. Like, he's already got, like, I read a thing where it was a stupid, not wrestling, but it was talking about careless workers, and Joe got put on that for the Tyson thing. And I'm like, how does one injury, like, in his whole career, put him on a fucking not good to work with list? Or
Yeah,
not
for real.
gentle?
Like, yeah, if the fact that he didn't kill anybody with that thing should show that he's a super safe
Yeah.
worker.
I've
Well-
never seen, like, that was the only time I ever heard of someone getting, like, hurt by that.
He took the move from an anime for Christ's sake.
A 30-year-old anime at that.
Well,
It's
I mean,
old.
I think Taz on his debut against Kurt Angle, he goes for a German suplex and starts to lift and then brings him back down and readjust and then German suplex. That was enough to spook Vince McMahon and like kind of killed his push. Like he had all these big plans for what he was going to do in the company, and then that
Right.
little awkward stutter was enough to kind of put Vince McMahon in a
Fucking
weird-
Kurt Angle was the golden goose at the time.
Yeah, you
True
don't go
enough.
dropping Kurt Angle on the hit. I don't remember what year that was, early 2000s.
Probably 2000 or 2001.
Yeah, not right then.
That's
So,
prime.
But, Daniel Bryan and Big Cass. What?
Daniel Bryan's winning.
DB all the way.
Bryan. Yep, Daniel Bryan.
Nobody
He's
thinks
gonna
the
have a
Big
nice-
Cass is gonna pull an upset.
You guys are all fools. It's all Big Cass. All
What?
The way.
What?
What is
Never
it?
let this man on this show again.
Never again.
Kill him
Wait.
again right now. I'm never coming back.
What even his finisher?
He's a test big boot.
Boot.
That's
Classic.
finisher. He
He's-
does it all the
He's
time.
like a clothesline
Just
hell or
test
something.
back from the dead. Like that's all it is.
He reminds me of Test so
Such
much.
a limited
Yeah,
range
he
of
does
moves.
look like it a lot.
Mhm. Stephanie
That's it.
McMahon gets weird whenever she sees him.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Haunted.
Yeah, that's backlash though.
That's Backlash.
That's backlash.
It's a pay-per-view that counts. So who knows what can happen?
Anything.
Screw you all. I lost my
Jason
title. on
Jordan
the
could
last
come out.
pay-per-view.
Oh, that y'all treated that one as canon?
Yeah, my group treated
Oh
it as
my
a canon,
God.
and I lost
Oh,
the title
right,
because
yeah.
of it.
You do the big board with the predictions. That's
Yeah.
that's
Fucking
awesome.
jealous.
We do predictions every time. It's just me and like 5 people. We just do predictions, and then
I have
we
one
fight
friend
over-
in real life that watches.
we fight over the WCW Big Gold Belt, which we're gonna get autographed tomorrow by Mick Foley. We paid
Fuck
Nice.
yes.
the preview money to go and meet and greet and get a picture with him and all that. So we're gonna bring the Big Gold Belt and get it
yes.
autographed.
That is so great.
Yeah,
Very nice.
post pictures of that shit.
Oh fuck yeah,
For
dude!
real.
If this all works out well, I'm getting tons of pictures.
Nice.
But no, the group wanted to treat it as canon, so we treated it as canon, and I lost my belt.
Damn.
It was very upsetting.
At least we can officially say that a belt did change hands on that show.
That's true. It's the only one that did. You know who killed me? John
Oh.
Cena. John Cena versus Triple H was the one that lost me that belt.
See, I went with John. I had to go with John Cena.
I just
It
I
was
trust.
two shovels.
I tell you, if
I was about to say that. I trusted Triple H's big gold shovel too much.
if you would have known it was going to be the very first match, would it have affected your decision?
Oh yeah, tons.
I think so too. I was really surprised. Like we said, we decided, of course, John Cena's the face, but the fact that it was the very first match, I thought, oh man, there's no doubt in my mind Cena's going over.
I also thought of it more of like, this is kind of a big event. I would think that, John Cena's been losing a lot, and Triple H pinned Jinder Mahal in India last year. I mean, he just did that. He did that without anyone asking him to.
Hey,
He
your
just did
push
it.
is over.
So I just imagined it would happen again. But I was a
Sound-
fool.
2 shovels.
That whole match should just be dubbed over every time they lock up. It'll be like cling, 2 shovels hitting each other.
I do think we definitely need to remember that the Japanese guy was in the Rumble because they wanted Yokozuna, and they also wanted the Ultimate Warrior.
So weird.
And
And
I
then
just
with the
imagine
crown and
that
the
was-
cowboy hat.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
really imagine that was a depressing phone call when they had to call up and go, yeah, well, I see you wrote the Big Boss Man on here too.
Oh, and also
Yeah.
they
You
wanted,
lost $10 million.
They wanted the wrestler who shakes the ropes.
Yeah,
So maybe,
exactly.
That could have been Gene
Sorry,
Snitsky.
Yeah, who's that?
The guy that does the
it wasn't his fault.
Snitsky. Could you imagine if here he is? You show up with him.
no,
bet-
they asked
I
for
bet Gene
specifically a
Snitsky looks-
Wolverine,
Oh,
a rabid
no.
one at that.
Yes. Yes, we've heard much about this Canadian crippler.
Snitsky 2018. I just googled it. I'm frightened.
He's fucking ripped, dude.
He looks amazing.
Yeah, he's
Oh my
fucking
God,
huge
he
now.
is. He's doing well.
Yeah.
Good for
He's
him.
bald, but that beard.
He's taking care of his teeth finally.
I used to have an action figure of Gene Snitsky. That's how
Good
much of a
lord.
mark I was for him when I
What?
was like 14.
Did
Yeah.
he come with a tiny
feel like-
baby doll?
Yeah,
No, but his mouth was all open like he was saying, fault!
I feel
Or
like the Gene Snitsky doll is where you show the people where the person touched you.
I also had a Heidenreich, if that means anything.
Oh wow.
Right.
Everything.
And then
Yes.
you had them awkwardly talk to each other.
That's right.
I like what you do to babies.
Here, I'm going to read you some of my poetry.
Fuck.
Did the Heidenreich figure come with like a painted skull face for LOD?
I can't. I'm pretty sure it was pre LOD. It's when he was like kidnapping Cole and shit. When he was just wearing the red MMA gloves and fucking.
Those are the days when people were kidnapping Cole.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
That
Don't you
weird-
remember we
Yeah,
locked him in like a
again.
closet together? It was weird.
Yeah, he was
At,
all
like
up against
even at
it.
like 14, I was like, he's gonna rape Cole.
Michael Cole getting raped.
That's not how we're ending this,
That's-
guys.
that's-
Great. You have to. That's your out.
That's what I want to try to force it.
I didn't care for the
Credits.
dreamy sigh that you gave us before you said that. Like,
He's gonna rape Cole.
like you're
Apparently
sipping
somebody-
chamomile tea while
Apparently
thinking about
somebody's-
things.
Somebody's been reading my fan fiction.
You keep posting it up. I can't
That's
stop it. reading.
Well, my live journal is popping.
Live journal be popping.
Well, I think that's about it.
God, I hope
Raped
so.
by
At this
Heidenreich.
This was
You know.
fun. This was
Yes,
fun.
it was. Michael, thank you for joining. I'm
Yeah,
gonna have you
man.
on again at some
Guys,
point.
It's the dubious honor of being our very first guest.
I gotta
God.
say, I loved it so much. I really am sorry that I've been talking over you guys for the last hour, but
No.
I really,
No.
Oh,
man,
no, for
no.
sure, man.
I yell over them all the time.
I really
Usually
loved
about
it.
stuff that
It's-
happened last week.
That's right.
It does the heart good to get this out and talk to you guys about this.
Yeah, I
All
treat
of
it as
us.
therapy, so my girlfriend doesn't have to hear about it as much as she already does.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm sure.
My wife can only
Yep.
take so much.
But then I make her listen to this.
Yeah, I know you have to force that too. I do it too. Listen, wait for this part. He calls me Cedric the Entertainer.
That's not his name at all.
I agree with what I just said.
You know what? I made a really good point.
You all giggle and laugh.
God. Well, everybody, this has been a shoot show.
Yes. This has
I need to
been
go smoke a cigarette though, guys. God damn.
It has been too sweet.
that's
It
right.
has.
Too sweet, fellas.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Until
All
next
right,
time,
guys.
everybody. Join
Until
us
next
next
time.
week.
Take it easy,
Later,
boys.
everybody.
Have a good one, boys.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
Latest.
Later.